Hi, this is Avi Levi with Levi Design Build. It's another video about ADUs and ADU development. In this video, I want to focus on how to get your Department of Water and Power clearances and encroachment. Most of your projects that related to ADU, any ADU project, is going to go through clearances with different departments of the city. One of those departments is going to be the Department of Water and Power, and a lot of times you're going to get a clearance that's going to also require an encroachment. What I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to explain why is it required, and what is the process for getting it done. So first, you need to understand that the Department of Water and Power maintain and operate your electrical and water services and systems through different grids in all over the city in order to secure access to the different equipment that they have. They have what is called easements on different properties. That basically gives them the right and access to that equipment. Those easements are called PUE, public utility easements, or waterline easements. You need to know that most properties that have a power line in the back of their property will have some kind of an easement. These easements are basically giving them the right to install, maintain, upgrade, do anything that they need to those power lines or water lines if they have any in the back of your property or on your property and elsewhere. It doesn't provide them with any ownership on your property, but it does give them the power and the right to say what you can build and what are the requirements you need to follow in order for them to give you the okay to build or develop anything on that specific easement area. So when you're planning to build and you have an easement on your property, you need to know two basic things. One, if you are 10 feet away from the easement, meaning, let's say you have a power line in the back of your property, usually you're going to have a 5 feet setback that is the easement. So meaning it's 5 feet into your property. If you're planning to build 10 feet away from that easement, which means 15 feet away from the power line, you don't need anything. You don't need an encroachment. You just need to submit your plans. It's going to get signed off, and that's it. However, if you're looking to go closer than those total of 15 feet, meaning you're looking to go closer than the 10 feet away from the end of the easement, and up to the maximum of 5 feet away from the power line, you would need to file for a process that is called an encroachment. Okay, the process for encroachment is basically that you're asking to build your ADU or any type of development that you're looking to do that is going to be with getting closer to the easement in less than 10 feet. You can actually ask for it to be at as close as to 0 inches away from the easement, meaning if the power line is in the back of your property and you have a 5 feet easement, you're asking to build at the end of the 5 feet easement. You're still 5 feet away from the property line because that's where the power line is, but you're at 0 clearance from the easement. So you can do that. So when you wanna do that, you need to submit an encroachment application. You need to go through a process that's going to ask them to do the following. First, to come and inspect it physically. They need to go send someone physically to your property to inspect the equipment, and then they will issue basically a decision of what needs to be done and how it needs to be done. They're going to let you know if they need to move the equipment or if they need to do anything of that sort, or maybe it's just that they're going to sign off and that's it. However, in order to apply, you'll need to have the following. First, you need to have your application of encroachment form with 2 sets of hard copies of your plans. It needs to be submitted to DWP. Those plans need to include your plot plan or your site plan. That's going to show any existing condition and proposed project that you're looking to do. You should include all dimensions or setbacks or easements if you know of any. Even if you don't know, just submit it as it is. The plans should be at full scale. It needs to be with all elevations of the project that are in proximity to the easement. It needs to show all the height dimensions, roof heights, or any other construction that you're planning to do that is getting closer to the easement or closer to the power lines. Officially, the process should take anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks to get a clearance. However, my experience with different projects shows that it can take up to 12 weeks. And it really depends on how many applications the department is going to have in their backlog, and how soon they can go out, look at it, and then provide you the clearance. And once it's approved, if the clearance itself has no cost to get it done. However, if there's going to be a need to relocate or move any of their equipment, then they will charge for an engineering fee to get that work done. That's the engineering. And upon final payment and clearance, you need to pay those fees so that work can be done. That's basically that's a short description of everything that you need to do. I know it takes, a lot of you are asking how long it takes, what's the process, what's the cost. I try to cover as much as I can, but what you need to know is that it takes time. You need to be patient about it. There's no quick solution for that. I do advise to check and make sure if you need to go through the process for encroachment before you start anything with the city. It's easy to check, by the way. And in terms of cost, there's really no way to know if you're going to have any cost without applying for the encroachment process, because then you need to have a DWP engineer to determine if there's any need to work on their end so they can get things done. That's it. If you have any questions, feel free to review. See you on the next one.